I had a challenge to explain how SCT started. So I'll do that as quickly as I possibly can. I was one of the founding members of the 404's improv comedy. It wasn't my idea to start it, but I was one of the first people that was in it. We were the founding team. And then we went through about 10 years of doing improv. I had decided I didn't want to go back to the US because I was concerned about political changes that were going on like around 2003, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I feel safe crossing the border at this point. That limited shows that we were going to be able to do. We had a problem with our director. Okay, let's be fair. I had a huge problem with our director. Everybody else, I think, had slightly smaller problems with our director, and we just kind of were like, I said, I'm quitting. I've had enough. And everybody else was like, oh, well, actually, we've kind of been thinking about that too. And I'm like, really? Oh, well, okay. If we quit, do we still want to do improv? And you guys are done. You don't have to keep driving to anymore. And so we talked about it, and we're like, actually, yeah, we still want to keep doing improv with each other. So we formed Synaptic Chaos Theater, and there was a lot of discussion about what we should call ourselves and what we should wear on stage and all that kind of stuff. And we figured it all out ultimately, and we started doing shows in Alberta, and that made it rough because now you have two different improv groups whose thing is to do anime conventions and gaming conventions and all that kind of stuff, and this was during a time when there was lots of that going on, and now over the years that has dropped off an awful lot. Like we had a con here in Victoria.
There still is.
There still is a con in Victoria, it's KinoCon, but there is another con in Victoria, which I forget the name of, and they had to fold this year because of issue. Godicon, exactly.
A gaming convention.
But where we're at right now with SCT is that we're even pulling back how much we're doing because everybody else has other things going on in their lives. It's just like not really feeling getting out there and doing a lot more stuff. I think we're kind of just on hiatus at the moment.
Yeah.
And who knows? We might continue. We might not. It's not clear yet.
The main thing. I guess for those who don't know.
Yeah, Ben is our newest member.
I'm glad after 4 years I still have that.
You were the last one to join.
Yeah. But the main thing that sort of happened too was that we all sort of lived in like different parts of the country, and then one of the members is currently residing in Japan, so that kind of made it difficult. So we kind of basically came down to the fact where we were just like, we have a couple of conventions that that treat us really, really well, and we go out and we do those kind of ones. But so many of us are like, one of the members has has two kids that he has to look after, and everybody basically has like all these other things going on in their lives, and it was this thing that we were doing more as a hobby rather than something that we use to make a living. So it's kind of at this point become this thing that we do for example, one of the big conventions that we do is called Odafest in Calgary, Alberta, and basically it's kind of like a vacation for us, really. Like we go on, we put on I think we do 6 or 7 shows.
Yeah, we pack that weekend full.
But basically it's just like a time where we all get together, have some fun kind of a thing, and then go our separate ways and wait for the convention the next year. And I mean, a number of us too are also now involved in Lure, so it's like that's kind of our acting outlet now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's exhausting in a different way. Yeah, so that's how SCT got started and where we're at right now. And if anyone is interested in finding out more about that, you can just watch that again once the VST gets done.
Wait 5 minutes.
By the way. Thank you, VST. Video Strike Team's doing a great job this year.